Hi Virgo, this will be your reading for April to the end of May or so. So first we're going to look at love, and then after that we'll look at singles, and then after that we're going to look at money and career. So all right, we'll get started. Virgo, we are going to look at love first and see who you are dealing with in your love situation. Then we'll put your cards down and kind of see how everything works. All right, so Virgo love situation, please. Their love person. Show me where they are at. Virgo's love person. Where are they at? Virgo. Oh my gosh. All right, there we go. Okay. Okay, so we have the Seven of Coin. Ooh, Page of Swords. Nine of Coin. Uh-oh. And King of Pentacles. All right. So we do have the Empress at the bottom. My guess is that your person is very focused on their finances right now. I mean, because we have three coin cards. I mean, or yeah, you could be dealing with heavy Earth energy too. That's possible. But with the Seven of Coin, I just feel like because there's a huge steady increase here. Because we start with the Seven of Coin, which is someone who's kind of exhausted. They put in a lot of effort. They're not really seeing anything. And then we have the Nine of Coin, which is an increase. And then we have the King of Pentacles, which is even a larger increase. So I just feel like they are very focused. Like if they have their own thing going, or they're their own business, or they've been recently promoted, possibly. That could be too. I just feel like business is kind of what's on their mind right now. So, and with the Page of Swords here, I mean, or you could be dealing with it's a little rough because I have a king and a queen in here, so I guess it could go either way. Because usually I read by what the gender is, but since we have both a king and a queen, I'm not too sure. So you could, some of you could be dealing with a pretty confident single mom here, or single dad also with the King of Pentacles. It's so for the females out there, or male, female, whatever. But that could be it. But right now, it looks like they are doing this for them, for the kid. I don't know. Let me put your cards down and see. And we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck too, which is even more about sort of abundance and things. So something that really is increasing for them for sure, financially. So I don't really see any love, kind of issues or love cards here. The Page of Swords a little bit, but I think that's there for a good reason. We'll get to that. All right, so let's see Virgo's cards, please. Virgo. How's Virgo with all of this? I'm thinking Virgo might be, I mean, if you guys are in a close relationship, this might be sort of, you might not be getting much attention is what I'm thinking. But let's see. Okay. Ooh, Two of Wands and Six of Cups just fell out. So those are cards of kind of looking forward to maybe returning somewhere nostalgic, or just thinking about things from the past in a fond way. That could be. All right. Show me Virgo's cards, please. Virgo. Show me Virgo. All right. Okay, oh, Virgo, you have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so I guess things are going okay, but then, yeah, there's the Nine of Swords underneath the Page of Swords, so you guys match up there. Two of Coin, and an extra card fell out. I'll see what that is. You have the Queen of Cups, and the Hanged Man fell out over here, and I think, okay, so we'll get into that. You have the Eight of Coin at the bottom of the deck. There's a lot of coins in this read. So you guys, you're definitely, as far as money type things, even though it's a love read, which I will get to, there's a lot of stability here. So that's very good. So from both, I feel like it's from both ways. Okay, so you have the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups, it's a beautiful card. It's a card of just sincerity, sincerity, your cup overfloweth, you know. So that is good. So I feel like you do. That's what I was a little worried about, is that if this person is so focused on those sort of things that, you know, you might feel sort of left out a little bit. I don't get a sense of that. I think that you are behind this person, and you're strong. You know, your feelings are strong enough to understand, you know, that what they're doing. Because I feel like this person's like really working a lot, is what I think. Now with the Nine of Swords and the Hanged Man falling over that, the Nine of Swords is a little bit of anxiety. It's a little bit of you know, being up at night, being a little bit concerned about things, that sort of deal. And interestingly enough, they have the Page of Swords. So it could be, for some of you that are married, you know, this could be about like a kid, definitely like kind of having a little anxiety about something. Maybe there's a little situation. Maybe they're being a little bit of a brat, no matter what age they are, you know, that kind of thing. But I don't think it's that so much. I think it's just more. I think that this person is working a lot, and I think that because that just hit me too. You know, it's like one person in bed, so I think that, like, you know, maybe this person's hours are weird, or there's something about this that you know, maybe you're getting a little bit sort of lonely in that way. I mean, the Hanged Man is a card of asking you to look at things from a different perspective. It's like enlightenment on a situation. So whatever this anxiety is, or whatever these worries are, because it might not even have anything to do with the relationship. It could be, it's a very common card. You know, people get this a lot, you know, because people are up a lot at night and can't sleep because of their anxieties and their worries, right? So it's a common card. So, I mean, it could be anything that you're worried about. But with those things, you know, it's mostly about just kind of letting those go, letting those types of things just kind of fall away from you, and look at things from a different perspective to kind of lift you up. Because there's a point here where you're going to have a choice. You're going to have a choice coming up within you know, this time frame, most likely, of moving forward. You're going to have insight into something that has eluded you. So that is probably whatever this is, because this has been at a standstill. The Hanged Man also can mean that things are at a standstill. They're not really moving forward. They're not really progressing. They're like a little bit in limbo, you know, as they say. So I wouldn't worry about that for too long, because pretty soon you're going to have some insight into the situation, and you're going to know exactly what to do. So you're going to move forward, and that's a very good thing. So let's see. So, you know, you have the Queen of Cups here. So it could be too, for some of you, you know, you could have like, you know, two different people to choose from too. I mean, this is supposed to be a love read, like where you're already kind of with someone, but like, you know, this might be a message for somebody, like if you're watching this, you know, even though you don't, or maybe you're just dating the person, and you know, you're not really a couple, but you've been on a few dates. It could be that you have a choice between, you know, two different people also. But you do have the Queen of Cups. So if you're a female watching this, I do feel like you're a little bit too much in your head. You know, you just, because you know, the Two of Coin wants you to move forward. The Two of Coin wants you to have insight into a situation and move forward. And I feel like you do, but then there might be like a little bit of doubt, or then you kind of go back into your head about things. You know, that's what the Queen of Cups is to me a lot of times. Or you could definitely be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, because you have the cups on either side. Or like a lot of heavy earth energy. So at the bottom of the deck too, you have the Eight of Coin and the Three of Cups, and oh, nice, and the Four of Coin. Oh, very nice. Wow. Dang. All right, you guys, you got really good really good coins. As I'm looking at the coins, really good cards. Okay, so there's a lot of coins here. There's a lot of like good cards. All right, so you have the Eight of Coins. So I feel like too, like, you might have to like put a little bit of work into this, you know, or this is maybe something you guys are working on together. That's possibly too, because I see you both with increase. Okay, because you have the Eight of Coin. I mean, we have all of them pretty much out here, that like the higher cards, so that's good. But the Eight of Coin could also sometimes indicate like needing to put like a little bit of work into something. You know, it takes a little work, takes a little effort, but what relationship doesn't, right? The Three of Cups could indicate too that if this person is like working really hard, it looks like you're probably working pretty hard. It could just be a matter of, maybe just defining one night, to go out, have some fun, just kind of do whatever is interesting and, go spend some time together, or maybe even with friends, that's possible too. Just kind of getting out, even if it's just for, a couple hours or something, if that's all you guys can spare. There's something about that I think too will help maintain the stability of the relationship, okay? But you have the Magician, the Emperor, and the Star card with the Four of Swords. Definitely could be dealing with an Aquarius too. All kinds of signs here. There's everything. But Magician and Emperor, it tells me that you have the ability, if to manifest this into a very good, stable. If you guys aren't already like totally, committed to each other, I feel like that will be soon. You guys have like good cards. It's a good matchup. I like the way that you show the support. I think that's a really good thing, because I just see this person as being very, very busy, and that's awesome. That because a lot of people, they don't handle that well, and especially like if they're working different hours, like I said, and they're sleeping alone, and like if you're a female watching this and your husband's off working crazy hours, sometimes I notice women can get like kind of weirded out with that kind of stuff and feel like abandoned, or that kind of deal, and it's like if you're feeling that way, I don't think you are, because you have the Ace of Cups. I think you understand. So what I'm saying is, it sounds like you're pretty balanced, and that you're cool in that way. So I think that's good. So I think it's a really good reading. Stability is like all over the place for you guys, in tangible form. So like more money, more stability in the relationship, more everything. So that's very good. All right, let's look at single Virgos. Single Virgos. Single Virgos. Single Virgos. What's going on with single Virgos? April through May 2019. Single Virgos. All right, couple shuffles and we'll get to it. Single Virgos, please. What messages do we have for single Virgos for April all the way through May 2019? Okay. Single Virgos. Oh, okay. All right, there we go. All right. Okay. Uh-oh. Somebody's needing to transform or move forward, but they're a little scared. All right, so we got the Strength card at the bottom of the deck with the Queen of Wands, Three of Cups, the Fool card, the Empress. Oh my gosh, Virgo. Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups. I mean, you have fantastic potential, but you're not doing it. All right. Who did I just yell at? Taurus. I just yelled at Taurus for having this card. Now I have to yell at Virgo. All right. So, not really. Okay. All right. So the Two of Wands is your first card. All right. So that's like kind of the base of things, which is a fantastic card. And I think, didn't that fall out earlier? I think it did. So the Two of Wands is like about like moving forward. It's like you have an idea of what you want. You maybe you're at like a little bit of a crossroads before, but now you have an idea of what you want, and you've chosen, because at crossroads we got two, so that indicates a choice, right? You have your hand on this staff, and you've got the globe in the other. So it's kind of like you got the world in your palm, okay? You've made your choice. You know what you want. You know what you're going to go after, and all those sort of things, but you don't. Okay, so you're not. It's like kind of, but what I see is like half-assed attempts. Okay, I've got, and sorry, I shouldn't be so. For some reason, I'm very like bossy today. I don't know why. With Taurus, I realize I'm like, oh, I'm being a little bit too tough love here. Okay, so with the Four of Cups, though, the Four of Cups is sort of like being kind of bored, or just kind of not being interested. So it could be too. Because, you're staring at the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups is this card, right? Which is about, like, kind of going out and socializing and networking and that sort of thing. So it could be that, like, maybe you're bored with that. Maybe you don't want to do that. And that's cool. But there's other ways that you can, my point is always this, like, if you're watching a singles reading, there's a reason you're watching a singles reading. Why didn't you just skip to career? Or why didn't you just, why are you watching it all? You know what I'm saying? So generally there's a reason because, we are curious, or, if the right person comes along, that sort of thing. But I feel like you're so convinced, because this person, they're sitting there like that, they're so convinced that they're either not going to have those good times anymore, or that they're bored with those times. A lot of times it's a card of boredom. They're bored with that, but they don't notice, that there's practically this cup being handed, cups are love, being handed to them out of the sky from like the God, the hand of God. But they're so focused on how they don't want this and they don't want that and they don't want to do this, or I'm bored, that they don't even notice. So you got to open your eyes, guys. You got to like kind of pay attention to like what's out there. Now you have the Death card. So the Death card is about major transformation, right? It's moving forward. Letting old, outdated ways of doing things or feeling things or, any of those things go, and transforming to something new. And it's a deep and a profound change that needs to happen. It's not just like saying, oh, okay, behind the limb, I'll go out and give it a shot. It's not like that. It's not like, oh, okay, I'll go out and hang out with my friends Friday night. And that's not like a deep, profound change, right? This is about, really deciding what you want and feeling that transformation from within, come through so that you can go get what you want. But you might be going through that transformation, but here's where we end up. So you might be kind of feeling kind of this now, and if this is hitting in any way, you might be already kind of in that mode. But what are you heading towards? Okay, you're moving away from the boredom and then the maybe being open to things, okay? So you're kind of transforming that, but where you're headed is now you're kind of transformed, but you don't know what to do. You're scared. Okay, so this is almost always a card of fear of moving forward. It's a fear. It's a fear in it's swords. It can be communication, things like that, because there may be a Leo or somebody or like a fire sign, or just there's some other things we'll get into that you may, be moving towards, but it's like kind of not having the courage or holding yourself back in some way. It's restraints. So, the person is all bound up. They have a blindfold on, right? So they couldn't see the truth if they wanted to, because they're comfortable in like what they want to see. So sometimes you got to take the blindfold off and see what really is there, okay? And then you've got to like build your self-esteem, your courage, whatever it is, to move forward. See, it's like the feet in the water, how they just barely peek out and they're like barely like stepping forward, and it's a meekness when you're not meek, all right, and that you're strong. You're not that. So some of you will actually endure this transformation and come out very strong. Some of you though will probably, because I see this, it's very common, will probably still linger in this energy. And if you linger in this energy, who are you going to attract? You're going to attract that. So, but if you transform into this energy, passion, bright, bold cards, you're going to transform into what you want to attract. Unless, you're really into people like this, because that could be fun. All right. But you do, some of you, like I said, you're going to feel your strength, your empowerment, all those types of things. You're going to stop like taming yourself. It's like this is a card. This is the well-behaved person in society, right? It's a person who says what they think they're supposed to say. And if you're online dating, you put up the profile that says, if you're a female or something, I like blah, 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 and blah, 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 and, really, but this person, it puts up the dating profile that says, well, you know what, here's what I like. I like this, I like that. I'm gonna be honest. I do this every now and then, but not always. It's like you're honest, you're blunt, you're who you are. You're living your truth. You're gonna have fun. And it's going to show your passion for things. You have the Fool card coming up, so like adventure. Possibly, I mean, this is, you feeling, if you're a female, this is you feeling just awesome, being admired in a way, just feeling so abundant and new and all of those things. If you're a male, then this could be the person that's coming to you. It takes a leap of faith. Maybe they're a little different, or maybe they're this or that or whatever. I don't know. But, the Empress card, it's a mighty fine card. So yeah, you've got some really, Knight of Cups, good stuff underneath. But this definitely, it's kind of like the last phase, So I mean, I'll say one more thing and then I'll stop harping on it like I did with Taurus. I think that one was like a 20-minute rant. With the Death card, think of like actual, it's like, it is like little parts of us that need to kind of die off. So there's like a process, right? There's the anger process, and then there's the the grieving process of things, and then there's the fear of like our own mortality process of things, and it's like that, but you need to make it through those phases in order to get to these these brighter things. Okay, so I'll leave it there. All right, work and career for Virgo. Let's see. All right, so I have a new work and career kind of money thing that I'm using, and I might glance at it from time to time because I've almost memorized it, but not quite. I think I know it, but I just have it there just as a safety. All right, because it's kind of new to me. So if you see me looking over there and reading things and squinting, that's what I'm doing. All right, just telling the truth. I can try to play it off like, oh, so you have, but I think you're going to be onto that. All right, so let's see, work and career. Work and career for Virgo, April all the way through April. Okay, some of you guys may be turning down an offer. So you have a choice. You have a choice of a couple things. Some of you. We'll see if that stuff comes out in the spread, but that's just a message for somebody. Some of you might be turning down an offer. But there's some sage advice to be learned from it, from someone that has actually no, I'm going to take that back. It's not good advice. Somebody may have advice for you, but it's not sage advice, but you're going to see right through it and not take it. So, but let's see what other messages come out. Okay. Okay, so we have the Empress, we have the Two of Wands, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Lover's card, and we have the Two of Cups. Okay, and the Six of Swords. So kind of odd for a career money spread, but we'll go with it. Let's see. Okay, so your current financial situation is amazing. It's the Empress card. So this is fantastic because if you're not feeling this like right now for some reason, but you probably are because it's the Empress. So that's a pretty abundant card. And it's in the, what is it? It's current financial situation position. So the abundance is strong. Okay, if you're not feeling that right now, then it's about to be. Okay, because also the Empress card is a card of like fertility, of giving birth to something. It's a 3 beginnings, things like of that nature. So it could be if you're like, what? I'm not feeling that abundant. Well, you may be very soon, due to something. So and definitely due to some opportunity that we'll get to that in a little bit. But that's the current financial situation. So it would be pretty quick. It might be happening for you fairly soon if you're not already feeling that energy of abundance. Now, the Two of Wands, that is, let's see, let me check. All right, where new sources of income come from. Okay, so the Two of Wands is a couple things. It's like, it could mean things at a distance. Okay, so in other words, if you have some sort of abundant type of business or something of that nature, because the Two of Wands is looking like onto the Empress, okay, and we're looking at where new sources of money come from. So it comes, looking in this direction, it could come from this. So it's it's about taking something that, like if this is your own, let's say, business, okay, and you're online, you're based in San Francisco, what have you, and you have this kind of killer thing going, right? So this is about really looking now to expand on a much larger level. All right, seeing kind of the grand picture. All right, seeing beyond just your immediate environment, because the ground is fertile right now. It's very fertile for this, and there's something about like just looking beyond a little bit further into things. So that just use that as an example to fit into whatever works for you. What other meanings can it be? Just I don't I feel like it's you, like you will have the insight to know where the new money comes from. Like if it's like if you're investing, if you're doing this, if you're doing whatever, like the new money comes from you. Like you knowing and having the insight of what to do. All right. Now in the opportunities, what is it? Opportunities to consider. All right, section. You have the Ace of Swords. So opportunities to consider. The Ace of Swords is a few different things. It is it's about communication. All right, so some of you could be like in the communications field, and again, like I said, broadening your horizons in that way. It's a card of empowerment also. So there could be some sort of and it can be also legal at times. It could be some sort of like legal opportunity of some sort. But mostly to me, I feel it's like some sort of it's an empowerment kind of card. It's my self-empowerment card. So, and interestingly enough, it is tied in with the Lover's card, which is right next to it. So whatever this opportunity is, it will also benefit you in a couple different ways. It's going to sound weird, but for some of you, it may benefit you in your actual love life. All right, because the outcome is the Two of Cups, which is like like I can understand getting the Lover's card in a career reading. That's not that unusual because it just means that you guys like are you're a really good match for the company. They think you're a good match. But to have the Lover's card and the Two of Cups, that's that's like a little weird. They're both like pretty much love cards. So there's something about this opportunity that could possibly lead you, for some of you who aren't connected to like some sort of connection in that sense, or it's just this could be some sort of with the twos, it could be some sort of like a partnership or something like that, but like you guys are like the perfect match, and so it might not have anything to do with actual, love or something. Like it could be a guy thing or whatever, and you're female, you guys meet a partner, a business partner or something like that. And it's just like you guys, it is kind of like love in a sense, because it's you guys are just like the perfect match in that sense. There's a lot of twos here. There's like 3 of them in a row. So there's something about that too. But the Ace of Swords it's like it is a singular card. It's a self-empowerment card. Okay. So I think the opportunity, is like, I feel like it's an insight that will come to you. You know what? This could have something to do with, because you have the Hierophant here too, something to do with like marriages, couples, pregnancy, those types of things. Because that the theme here is like love, pregnancy with the Empress. We have marriage over here. So it definitely, your idea may have the stem around if it does, and this is hitting, then definitely I feel like you are going to really have a lot of good abundance with this and a lot of just empowerment with this. So if your business revolves around any of those types of things, wedding planning or couples, retreats or whatever, I don't know, whatever the heck you do, because there is something about travel here too with this. So it could have something to do with like retreats, or there's a good opportunity here, whatever it is. In that sense, like I just feel like it'll take off. So I mean, bottom line is you guys have like really good cards. If you're not feeling this yet, like I said, it's coming for some of you. I mean, if this is hitting, you're gonna feel this, because the Empress card is a very good card for abundance. So All right, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. And if you guys got anything from this video, all I ask is maybe, maybe leave a comment or something like that, or a thumbs up, or consider subscribing. That always super supports my channel. And I do upload a lot. I do these every 10 days. I do love readings every few days, and I also do lives sporadically where I answer free questions. And what else do I do? I don't know, like 50 million things. I do it all. All right. So, consider subscribing. That would be awesome. And also you can find me at behindthelimb.com. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.